BodyBags, where horror lies.
Welcome back to BodyBags. This is week number 510. This is Random Week. I'll be your host, Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And this week, I picked Dr. Death. Dr. Death is a 2022 film which runs approximately 75 minutes and is directed by Dave Parker. Now, he was responsible for The Dead Reborn, It Watches, and The Hills Run Red. Now, this stars Jenny Boswell as April. She was in The Stars and Sounds, A Shattered Diamond, and a bunch of shorts. Chad Patterson as Ryan. He was in Manic Man. And Emily Sue Bankson as Jennifer. She was in Zombies, Smiley Origins, and Weekend Deadaway. I like that title. That's pretty cool. Okay. Dr. Death. He is actually one of my favorite puppets from one of my favorite Puppet Master films, which is Retro Puppet Master. I know a lot of people don't like that one, but I always did. I like that they tried to do something a little bit different with the puppets, and out of that came Dr. Death. All right. It's a pretty simple story. Basically, what you have is a man who was, you're pretty much led to believe he was a veteran of World War II with the Germans. And in the beginning, he passes away under somewhat strange circumstances in an old age home called Shady Oaks. Now, this man's name is Max, and he has a heart attack and passes away, like I said, under somewhat shady circumstances. And the nurses are going through his stuff the next day because he doesn't have any family. And they find a puppet in his closet named Dr. Death. Meanwhile, you have a new nurse named April who is having her first day basically when Max passes away. Well, the nurses and the tenants in Shady Oaks start to get picked off one by one by a maniacal puppet named, you got it, Dr. Death. There is more to the story, but I'm going to leave it there. I had an absolute blast with this one. I was so hyped when I heard that they were going to make this because, as I said, Dr. Death was always one of my favorite puppets from Retro Puppet Master. Most of the puppets in Retro Puppet Master were primitive forms of puppets that already were in existence because this took place a long time ago. I believe you had a six-arm guy who was supposed to resemble Six Shooter. You had Pinhead, I think they called him Retro Pinhead. You had Retro Tunneler, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I watched it, but they were all very primitive forms. But one of the puppets that was brand new was Dr. Death, and I thought he had scrubs on. He was a little bit different in this, but I always liked him, and I'm so glad they made this. I did have a blast with it. It's not the best Puppet Master movie, but getting a spin-off, if you will, from a really good series, because I've always liked the Puppet Master movies, and focusing it on Dr. Death is pretty cool. Plus, they actually did tie it in with Retro Puppet Master, which I also appreciated. But you have to watch that to find out. So, definitely check this one out. And if you like what you're seeing here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.